Students, welcome to another Mr. Ness screencast. Today's aim is nonviolence, and here are your objectives. Please pause the video, look these questions over, and get ready to copy some vocab terms and take some notes. As the civil rights movement gained steam, activists debated which methods to use in their struggle to end discrimination. And over the next couple lessons, you will look at some of these methods and at the disagreements among civil rights leaders about which methods were the most effective. And the approach that you're going to look at today is called nonviolence, the belief in using peaceful means to create change. Nonviolence can be effective at creating change, but it also comes with risks. When nonviolent activists are faced with violence from other people, they do not fight back. But that means that they can be physically harmed or killed. Also, some people argue that nonviolence creates change too slowly because it can too easily be ignored. I'll come back to that idea in the next lesson. For now, let's look at some specific nonviolent methods of protest that were used during the civil rights movement. The first is called civil disobedience, and it involves a person breaking a law that they consider unjust, usually in a public way in order to raise awareness. Civil disobedience can be effective for a few reasons. For one, it draws attention to the unfairness of a law, and can arouse sympathy from others when they see a nonviolent protester get punished for violating the law. And if done in large numbers, civil disobedience can cause jails to be filled beyond their capacity, which can create problems for the government. Finally, the sight of jails being filled with peaceful people who broke an unfair law can arouse more sympathy for the activists. The second method is called a boycott, and that is when people refuse to spend money as a form of protest. The target of the boycott is a business or a business owner who is behaving unfairly, perhaps by supporting some kind of discrimination. Boycotts are effective because they can cause the business or business owner to lose money, which is damaging to them. But they're only effective if a large number of people participate, so that the financial losses to the target are significant. The last method, a sit-in, is when activists sit in a public place and refuse to leave, even when authorities tell them that they have to. Sit-ins are a form of civil disobedience because they involve breaking the law by refusing to move or leave. To end a sit-in, counter-protesters might attack the sitters, or the police might forcibly remove them. And this sight of people cracking down on others just for sitting can be very effective at gaining sympathy for the cause. Here's a picture of white people attacking black activists who protested segregation at restaurants by sitting at them. In other words, they had a sit-in in these restaurants. The major champion of nonviolence during the civil rights era was this man, Martin Luther King Jr. You will learn more about Dr. King and about nonviolent protest in class. Before we finish, I want you to return to this idea of civil disobedience and ask yourself, do people have the right to break laws that they consider unjust? Why or why not? This is not an easy question. I want you to take a moment and think about it. And now it's time to review the objectives. If you don't know the answer to any of them, just rewind the video and look again. I will see you in class. Bye, students.